Happy 4th of July, gamers! Or, whatever day it is for those of you not watching this on Independence Day. As gamers, what better way to celebrate the day of America's independence than with independent games? We've seen tons of indies since last year's Day of Independence, from that one people won't shut up about, to a few that perhaps you don't even know about. So join us at Game Podunk as we count down our picks for the top 10 indie games of the past year.
Number 10.
We're kicking off our list with that one people won't shut up about, Five Nights at Freddy's. Imagine you became the night watchman at a Chuck E. Cheese's style pizzeria. Now imagine that all the animatronic animal characters came to life at night and roamed the place, forcefully stuffing anyone they encounter into a mechanical costume, killing the person in the process. It's not exactly the scariest game on the market, being pretty much nothing but jump scares, but it does have a fairly insane level of popularity, so much even that it has already spawned 2 sequels. Honestly, for all we know, 2 more are planned for release tomorrow.
Number 9.
The world is a dangerous and unforgiving place. This one time, I ate a bunch of berries I found and died. Oh, and similar things happen in Neo Scavenger too. Seriously, in this harsh little point-and-click RPG, every decision you make, no matter how small, could end up being your cause of death. Many times, you might not even know what killed you, just that it was the 20th time you've started over only to die. But you'll keep on playing, because this game's story is just too damn interesting.
Number 8.
Don't be fooled by the difficulty settings of Too Easy and Easy, because Dungeon of the Endless is not an easy game. Combining various different types of games, Amplitude Studios created something entirely unique and unlike anything you've ever played. Well, besides the similarities it shares with the various different types of... you get what I mean. Oh, and I wasn't kidding when I said that this game is not easy. Dungeon of the Endless is fiendishly challenging. So yeah, make sure you can handle a challenge, or go play a game that doesn't lie when it says it has an easy mode.
Number 7.
Yes, this game also has the word endless in its title, but there's a good reason for that. Endless Legend is another game in Amplitude Studios' Endless series, and the second one to make it on our list. It is by no means similar to the others, however. Well, it does share the turn-based strategy genre with its eldest brother, Endless Space, but aside from that, it's quite different. It's more like the Civilization series. Anyway, it should be said that Endless Legend looks fantastic, and... well, let's just say that this is a really good game, and if you're into turn-based strategy games, then you'll like this one.
Number 6.
If you like tactical turn-based games such as Final Fantasy Tactics, but wish there was one that was a bit more stealth-based like the Metal Gear series, and featured spies, then boy have I got the indie game for you! Jeez, I sound like I'm selling a product or something. I promise, I'm not the spokesperson for this game. What game is that, you ask? Why, I'm talking about Invisible Ink, of course! It's a fun, thrilling experience with a cool art style and tons of replay value thanks to the randomized levels, and it can be yours for only $19.99. Just call 555-37...
Number 5.
Captivating, gorgeous, atmospheric. These 3 words perfectly describe the horror adventure game known as The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Although, so do the words Ethan, Carter, and Vanishing, because that's the gist of the game's story, if its title didn't already give that away. Calling this game captivating comes from its interesting and thought-provoking story. Calling this game gorgeous comes from its sheer beauty, and calling this game atmospheric comes from its delightfully moody environments. And while the game's puzzles aren't particularly complicated, the lack of handholding makes the mysteries of the vanishing of Ethan Carter quite enjoyable to solve, and makes your time spent playing this game more than worthwhile.
Number 4.
In war, not everyone is a soldier. In war, innocent people often get caught in the crossfire and have to struggle to survive. Gamers have been playing games set in war times for ages, usually in the form of a first-person shooter that may or may not include zombies. In those games, you play as a soldier, and you win by killing people until the war is won. In this war of mine, just surviving another day is considered a victory. It's a darker, more brutal side of war you don't ever see, and that is what makes this action-adventure survival sim so compelling.
Number 3.
Oh, I get it! It's like Necrodancer, but with the word... what's that? We're recording? Well, crap. So... Crypt of the Necrodancer is a pretty sweet indie game. And the reason for that Necrodancer part of its title is tied to its primary gameplay mechanic. This game is a dungeon crawler, but one where, get this, you move to the beat of the song that's playing. I suppose one might call this game a dungeon dancer. Bad joke? Do I care? Not at all. Anyway, this game's unique gameplay style makes for one kick-ass experience, and the kick-ass soundtrack certainly helps. Go ahead, try it out. You'll dig it.
Number 2.
If you couldn't already tell by the game's title, Legend of Grimrock 2 is the sequel to 2012's action role-playing game Legend of Grimrock. Duh. And much like its predecessor, the second entry into the series is nothing short of amazing. Both games are heavily based on old-school action role-playing dungeon crawlers such as Dungeon Master, Eye of the Beholder, and Ultima Underworld, seamlessly bringing the style of those games back for the modern era. And while the first Legend of Grimrock was already a great game, Legend of Grimrock 2 is even better, essentially fixing any shortcomings the first one had. Which, wasn't a whole lot as it turns out.
Number 1.
Duck Game is a ridiculous game. I mean that in the best possible way. I'm sure you've seen exactly what I mean by now, watching video footage and all. Ducks with guns. Ducks with guns. What more could you possibly want? Now, I know this game was released on the Ouya back in May of 2014, but you and I both know nobody played that version. Once a PC version of this game was released on Steam thanks to Adult Swim Games, the cool kids could all finally enjoy Duck Game's awesomeness. It's a fairly simple multiplayer game, but god is it fun. And with its hilarious nature, Duck Game will quack you up. Crack you up. Sorry, got some feathers stuck in my throat. Do you agree with our list? What indie games released after last Independence Day would you throw on this list? Be sure to tell us in the comments below. Have an idea for a list you'd like to see us use? Leave that in the comments as well, and we might just pick it up. Be sure to like this video as well, and share it with your friends. Oh, and if you want to watch more videos like this, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. I think.